It was springtime on the island of Sodor. The sun was shining. All the engines loved this time of the year. Emily thought the island had never looked more beautiful. A water tower fell over. The Fat Controller came to see Emily. "The storm blew the roof off Farmer McCall's barn," he said. "You must take some timber so it can be fixed."
"No f***ing way,
"Sir," said Emily.
I'll buy you a giant pack of $30,000 if you do it, Emily."
She buffered up to the timber wagon and raced off to Farmer McCall's as fast as she could. Emily wanted to go quickly, but she couldn't go at all. "Bother," said Emily crossly. Trevor and the workmen were trying to move the tree, but moving it was taking a long time. "Hurry up!" Emily puffed impatiently. "You must work harder!" And she blew her whistle. Trevor was working as hard as he could. At last, he pulled the tree off the track. But Emily didn't say thank you to Trevor. All she said was,
"Fuck you."
Every time she came across workmen clearing the track, she blew the whistle and wheeshed steam. This made the workmen cross. Then Emily came across a fallen water tower. It had crashed onto her line.
"Ah, shit!"
she cried. Elizabeth was helping the workmen push the tower off the track. The tower was very heavy. Emily decided to boss Elizabeth too. "Hurry up!" she wheezed. And she blew her whistle as loud as she could.
As loud as she could.
"Not if you ask like that," sniffed Elizabeth crossly. "I've got an urgent delivery," said Emily.
"Fuck you,"
sniffed Elizabeth crossly. Emily thought she would never get
the $30,000.
Thomas arrived bringing more supplies.
Thomas arrived bringing more supplies. Thomas arrived bringing more supplies. Thomas arrived bringing more supplies.
"Hello," Thomas tooted. Emily complained about Elizabeth. "She won't do a thing I tell her." "That's because you're
"Fucking piece of shit,"
laughed Thomas. "You should try asking nicely for a change." Emily didn't like being called
"Fucking piece of shit."
and she didn't want to ask nicely. Elizabeth pushed with all her puff. The tower was heavy, but with a mighty heave the track was clear, and she steamed on. Last Emily arrived at Farmer McCall's. "And the timber..."
"Fake!" "Fuck
"You,
you."
Emily," said Farmer McCall. "The calves will be nice and warm now."
"Your goals. Getting the $30,000.
"What?"
Now, sir, before we start, I want to know where the money is.
"What money?"
The money bill shows us.
"I never said you would get it."
What do you say?
"You're not getting a penny."
You lied to me! You understand nothing!
This engine's got 1, 2, 3, 4 wheels and one wheel arch just in front of the cab. Do you know who it is? It's Emily. It's Henry. It's Toby. It's Thomas. It's James.